I invested $10,000 in my dreams, and that has taken me from not having a job to selling a documentary to the two major streaming platforms in the world. But the craziest part is that 12 months later, my film is being watched in over 29 countries, from the US to United Kingdom to Pakistan. You see, most people spend years staring at the window, waiting for their dreams to come true. But I was able to realize mine in just 12 months. This is because I follow a 3-step strategy to do it, which only 1% of people know about. And it's so powerful that once you understand it, it will be easy for you to change your life forever in just 3 months. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that will allow you to start building the life you want. So you can stop watching others move forward with their lives while you remain stuck. To be clear, what I'm about to show you is completely free and applicable to any idea, not just filmmaking. It's the same strategy I used to shoot and sell a second documentary to the largest Swiss television network entirely on my own while working my full-time job. Imagine your dream life. You have the job you always wanted, with your freedom, the family you desire, and everything is exactly as you imagined. But now, I want you to imagine that it's actually possible, because all that separates you from that dream is your vision. Recently, I came across a concept I hadn't heard of before, and it's so powerful that when I started using it, everything clicked. But the best part is that you can literally copy and paste it for your own dream and start building the life you desire. Before all that, let me tell you why I decided to invest $10,000 in my dream and what I did with that. You see, I have always been passionate about photography and journalism. That's why after graduation, I started working for a newspaper and traveling the world to create my own portfolio of photography. In 2018, I suddenly found myself out of a job. I didn't know what to do, but I had an idea. I took all my savings, about $10,000, and invested them in a documentary film based in South Africa. The craziest part is that I had almost no experience in video making. So after buying plane tickets and hiring a local guide, I set off on my own. 30 days later, I had captured all the footage I needed to edit the documentary. From my parents' basement, I spent the next 12 months editing, living off the last of my savings. Once finished and with help of a distributor, my film ended up on the two largest streaming platforms in the world. And the investment more than paid off. The first step to achieving similar results is to clearly define your purpose. You see, most people are too attached to their to-do lists. But the most successful people on this planet don't just have better to-do lists, they have a vision. Whatever you do should bring you closer to that purpose. For example, for me on this channel, it's all about inspiring people to pursue their dreams by taking action. But if your actions are not perfectly aligned with your values, all your energy goes to waste. And if you don't think about your life the same way, it's probably the reason why you see your friends and colleagues moving on with their lives while you're still searching for a place to go. But fortunately, there is an easy fix to this problem. I want to introduce you to the Japanese concept of Ikigai. With this, you can find your reason for being. It speaks to what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you are good at. And if you can design a life around that idea, you can be happier, healthier, and wealthier than you have ever been. There's a whole array of variables, but our aim is to find the perfect intersection between these 4 questions. What you need to do right now is make a list and try to answer each question without thinking about reality or possibility. Write down everything that comes up to your mind. Then take a step back and try to build bridges between the 4 lists, because it's precisely by combining these lists that you can find your reason for being. Once you have understood what your purpose might be on a deeper level, we need to turn that knowledge into action. You can do it through something I call steering the ship. And I have never heard anyone else talk about it, so you will be one of the first to understand how to transform your life. What I mean is that if you pay attention for the rest of the video, in your life there will be less frustration and more opportunities. Once I returned from South Africa, I hadn't really achieved anything in particular. I was still jobless, living in my parents' basement, and my life was anything but a success. I needed to steer the ship. I had a vision, but what I was doing and the life I was living were absolutely not aligned with the idea I was pursuing. So I decided that to quickly achieve the results, I would have to start from scratch and build myself the new environment within which to grow. It was that clarity that gave me the fuel I needed to take action toward my goals. There is a way to attain that mental clarity and transition from dreaming about something to making it possible. Most people start off super motivated. Oh, I will work on my project 1 hour a day every day. But after a week or 2 of hard work, they ended up skipping a day, and then another, and another one, until they completely lose their rhythm and enthusiasm. It's easy to tell ourselves that we are going to work hard for the next few months, but when I did the same, I always met the same problem. After a few months, I looked back and thought, what the hell happened? Why am I still at the same place and why couldn't I keep the pace? But there is a solution, and I guarantee it will make you consistent. All you need to do is to create a physical contract with yourself in which you write down all the commitments you have decided to undertake, with times, dates, deadlines. You can even include penalties if you want. Once print and sign, hang it up in your room or ask a friend to be your accountability partner. Having a reminder and especially a signed commitment is a huge motivator and will help you moving towards the life you desire. So now all you have to do is take your computer and start writing down what you need to do to achieve the life you want. If you really do it, you will notice a problem. Because if you have managed to envision what your dream life will be, and identify the perfect ikigai, but you don't know how to get to that vision, everything you have done so far will be useless. That's where the contract comes in handy again. You need to think. Once I saw my documentary, I had to stop and think. I had achieved my first goal, but surely I couldn't just stand still. You have to ask yourself what path leads to fulfill your reason for being. Writing down on the contract something like, I will work 1 hour a day every day for the next 5 years, it's completely pointless. Doing this would be like sitting at a computer staring at a black screen for an hour only to get up and feel more miserable than before. In this moment, you need to stop and reflect on how you can get the life you desire. What are the things you need to learn, to discover? Once you have taken the necessary time to understand this, you can start writing. Write down everything in detail. This is your vision, the path you will follow for the next years. So be brave. Your dream life, it's possible if your vision is strong, detailed and real. Once you finish it, print it and frame it and take a step back. And look at what you achieved. You have a plan, a map that can lead you towards the life you have always desired, surrounded by the people you love and doing what you love. All that's left for you is to start building your future. But to make the time between you and your dream as short as possible, you have to make the most of every minute. And there is one technique that I have started using in the last few months that has allowed me to carve out more than an hour a day to work on my personal project. So check this video right here where I show you what it is and how you can make the most of every minute, even with a full-time job.